Yes, this is our first full week of training again. Did Thanksgiving last week. But happy Friday, we'll get started. Warm up today, very simple. We're gonna do 45 seconds of a bunch of different things. There's not gonna be any rest in between, so just quickly transition movement to movement. And then we'll do 2 rounds total. We'll do 45 seconds each side of a side-to-side pogo, just 2 feet hopping side to side. We'll then go into groiners. For the groiners today, I want you guys to kind of switch between 2-footed and single leg groiners. You can just switch up whenever you want. Then inchworm push-ups, side lunges, and air squats. That's what we'll start with. All right, let's do it. 45 seconds each. Going in 10 on the pogo. So again, for this, just feet together, side to side. And go. Jane, this is normally when you'd be dancing at the gym. I remember you do. Yep, there it is. That's the Jane I know. It's probably a good warm up for the arms to do that. Good there into our groiners. Again, your choice of single leg or double leg, or just mix and match. Hello, Allie. Looking very country today with the flannel and the tractor. I like it. It's a themed workout. We got 10 more seconds here. After this, we're going inchworm push-ups. And go ahead, inchworm push-up. We had our last boot camp class last night. We did 2 weeks of boot camp on Zoom. That was a wild ride. And let's go into our side lunges. Big sumo stance, alternating side to side. For this, I like some reps with flat feet, some reps where the toes come up. Again, it's the warm up. We want to get a variety of movement styles in. And after a couple reps, try to get a little bit lower. And air squat. Just like all of our air squat days, play around with the stance. Play around with the balance in your foot. You do a couple reps with more of your weight on the toes, more of your weight on the heels. Ten more seconds, so we'll go back to the top to the pogo. And go, pogo hop. We're all pretty lucky. We have good ceiling heights here. The boot camp, I had one guy, he was doing kneeling dumbbell snatches. I guess he's really tall too, though. But maybe there isn't a ceiling tall enough. 10 more seconds. Into the groiner. Ten more seconds. And into the inchworm push-up. I feel like once you have an at-home designated gym space, you have to give it a name. You have to name your at-home gym. My old professor lives in Esco, and he named his Bichons and barbells. He's got two, or Bichons. I don't know the right word. But he even had a logo made and T-shirts. You put the logo up on the wall. I think that's next for you guys. And side lunge. I'm thinking like the Schmitz Muscle Factory, the Muscle Farm. That's already a brand of supplements. We can't take that one.
Might have to call mine the Tin Can.
Tin Can Fitness. Just referring to your joints. The Tin Man Fitness, maybe. And we'll go into air squats to finish. And good there. That's it for warm-up. I'll go over the core. Core's a little bit different style today. Oh, another person joining. All right, core work today. We actually did this last Friday, but last Friday a lot of us were on the vacation, which is great. But today's core, we're gonna have 90 seconds. It says each. It should just say 90 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 3 rounds. I want you to start with an overhead hold. For the overhead hold, you can do that with a barbell, 2 dumbbells. If all you have is 1 dumbbell, or 1 dumbbell will make this harder for you, then you can do the 1 dumbbell, just like the waiters hold. But again, you could use a barbell, you could use a plate. I don't think you should use a person for this, but 90 seconds, you're gonna hold something overhead. If you're doing single arm, you're gonna do 45 seconds one arm, 45 seconds on the other arm, okay? 30-second break, and then you're gonna do 90 seconds of some type of aerobic work. So that could be rowing, could be bike, could be step-ups on a smaller box. I also like jump rope today, or jumping jack. So if someone wants to work on like a double under or something like that, today would be a good day for that. If you don't have access to any of those things, go with a small step up or even a jumping jack, okay? Let me know if you have questions. We'll start in about a minute.
Hey, we're having some sound issues, Alex. We're going to come out and go back in.
Okay, sounds good.
You didn't do it.
I can see you again, Kevin. Not sure if the sound is any better.
All right, we're in. Thank you.
Perfect. Jane, are you going to be taking off to the treadmill again?
Yes, sir. I got it all warmed up. It's going right now, so I can jump right on it.
Got it. 27 miles an hour.
You hear any screaming in the background, that means I fell off.
All right. Well, we'll send someone over there. All right, let's get ready for it. 3 rounds again. Overhead hold to start. Then your aerobic work. Each round should get progressively harder as the heart rate comes up. The breathing is more challenging as you're bracing with that implement overhead. We're going in 10. Let's do it. So again, I'll let you know when we're at the halfway point if you are doing single arm. And go. Make sure we're reaching up high, belly nice and strong. It's kind of a nice exercise to have the camera for. You can really check the elbows and the body position. Halfway right there. $15 seconds. Al, you might have transitioned a little early there. That's all right. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and good. 30 seconds to rest and rotate. Heather, maybe go single arm next round, or if you could have a barbell overhead as well. Those are some heavies. All right, let's get ready on your machine or jump rope or jumping jack. We're going in 10. 2, 1, and go. And not a sprint, but kind of a nice aerobic pace. I would say something you could maintain for 3 or 4 minutes if you had to. So a little bit slower than a 500-meter row and a little bit slower than a 1-mile bike test. Looks good, Sherry. Halfway. Allie, I feel like you go a little higher seat next round. Probably put you at like a 13 on the Concept 2 bike. At least. 30 more seconds. We've got KDO frozen. Nice job, Mike. Ten seconds. And good. Get ready for round 2. Back to overhead hold. And this round is likely a little more challenging with the heart rate up, the breathing up. Going in 10. 2, 1, and go. We actually even had one boot camper who doesn't have a mic or camera, so he was typing. That was the first time I had a Zoom chat class, I suppose. 5 more seconds if you're going single arm. And that's halfway. Looks good, Jill. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and good. Going in 15. Allie, I don't know if you heard me last round, but I said you should move your bike seat up. I think it's like at a tricycle level right now. Going in 5, 2, 1, and go. Nice job, Nikki. Halfway. Again, you should only feel like you could sustain this pace for 4 minutes or so, 5 minutes maybe. Ten seconds. And good. Now we get one more round. All right, last overhead going in 10. 2, 1, and go. Looks good, Kevin. Good job, Eric. Just keep holding strong. Make sure that arm is straight, Jane. There it is. And switch sides if you're switching. We're halfway. You know, if your implement's off screen right now, you could just be your hands overhead. I wouldn't know. 20 more seconds. Five, 3, 2, 1, and good. One more aerobic bout. Yeah, I can just go like this. Got the 100 overhead. Nobody knows. Going in 15. And don't end this like it's the end of a Metcon here. Let's just go same pace as last time. Still got some work to do today. Going in 5, 2, 1, and go. Thirty more seconds. And good there. That is it for core skill, the skill of breathing. Nicely done on that. All right. If you guys were here last week, you know this is my favorite strength training day by far for this block. Although I do like the pistol day a lot too. But for strength training today, we're going to have thrusters and bent over rows. Ideally, you're doing the bent over row with 2 arms. And I'll show you a couple different ways to do that. And then for the thruster can be single arm or double arm. If you have just one dumbbell, probably do single arm thrusters. And I'd say aim for 10 reps on each side. If you have a barbell or 2 dumbbells, I want 10 to 15 reps total. And when you get to that final rep, it should be quite tough. The heart rate's coming up. You're not necessarily going to fail it, but I don't want it to get, a set of 10 easy. Definitely should not be easy. When you're done with your thrusters, you're going to do 10 to 15 reps of bent over rows. And like I said, I'll show you a few different ways to do that. I'll show you something you can do with a band if you have only one dumbbell or something like that to make it harder. All right, thruster. Don't do, well, you could do banded thrusters, but I don't recommend it. Thruster, again, if you're doing 2 arms with the barbell, make sure the elbows are up, full squat, drive overhead. Okay, you guys know that. If you have the dumbbells, more of a neutral hand position, so that one dumbbell head can sit on the shoulder. Same thing, squat to press, squat to press. And then, of course, single arm, it's right here, driving overhead, okay? For the bent over row, if you have a barbell, you're probably familiar with that. 2 arms, overhand grip, back is flat. Make sure your back stays in about this position. I think the most common error is we start here, then all of a sudden we're up here by the end of it. Stay here, work the mid and lower back as well. If you only have one dumbbell, you can hold the outside edges, pull, and you probably need to pause. It's a little bit lighter. Pull and pause. And then if you want to make it harder, you can always use a band. And you can rig it up however you'd like or whatever works best for you. I'll try this way today. Got my band around the edges. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I can go here. Just like that. Okay, I guess you can do that with the barbell as well, but if you have a barbell, you probably have some plates you could add instead. Let me know if you have questions. Let's warm up for a good 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll start after that.
Hey Alex, last week I did this on my own and I did ring rows because I've got them.
I'm cool with that. Yep. There it is, Jane, back to the band. I like it.
Hey, last week, did I do the thrusters with the 20-pound one arm?
I think you did. I think you're aiming for like 10 reps each arm, maybe 8.
Okay, thanks.
Looks good, Heather. Remember, if you were here last week and you're looking for overload, doesn't have to be crazy. You can add a small amount of weight to each side of the bar. You could add 1 more rep from last week. Just a small overload. Eric, I like that mini bar. That's sweet. I know Brennan, Sheena's brother's been doing easy. All he has is that easy bar, you know, the curl bar. He's putting 185 pounds on it to do RDLs and stuff like that, which is just hilarious. Hey, Nikki has one too. Yeah, that's perfect. You know, I guess you could use the same weight for both on barbell. It's just going to be, one might be a little harder than the other, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's say about a minute and a half before we get started. Oh yeah, Jane, that is what you used, isn't it? Oh no, use that for bench press.
I'm gonna see if I can do that for the row.
Okay,
Inst-
I was gonna say for thruster, that kind of scares me.
No, I won't do it for that.
The PVC pipe with plates on, not safe overhead. There were some pretty funny videos that came out of the last lockdown where people had like a stick with a bunch of 5-gallon buckets on each side and they're doing deadlifts with it. Just terrible stuff like that. Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, we'll get into it. Again, 10 to 15 thrusters. If you're doing single arm, 10 to 15 each arm. It's gonna be a little more aerobic for you. Less strength, but still some strength. And then the bent over row for 10 to 15 reps. Remember, if whatever you're using is too light, like you feel like you could do 25, 30 reps with it, add a pause at the body before you come back down, just to make it challenging. We'll go every 3 minutes. Heart rate's gonna come up. Without a doubt. Here we go, going in 10. And go. You want to be efficient out of your squat. Think about accelerating in the top half. Looks good, Marines. Nice, Heather. Good job, Allie. Keep the weight in the midfoot on the squat. It's really good, Jill. Yeah, take your time before you start your rows. There's no rush. Nice, Amy. Boy, Eric. Rows look really good from everyone. Nice job. Jane, that looks like it's working pretty well. Got about a minute here. All right, we're going in 10, set number 2. Or if you are using barbell, a lot of you guys are, make sure the elbows are up in that squat. Don't let the elbows drop. You want to let the body hold the bar. And go. Looks good, Mike. Nice job, Katie. Remember, think about what we did last week. Try to get 1 extra rep. You got air. Nice. Get the shoulders a little further back to the top, Katie. That's better. So guys are looking good. The one thing on the row, so when I'm doing that pull, I'm gonna try to do it standing here. When I'm finishing, my shoulders should be in this position instead of here. As we get tired, I think sometimes we start and we just go to this. My shoulders forward rather than back, okay? If it happens on a rep or two, totally fine, but really think about pulling the shoulder blades back into the finish of the row. It'll just get you a little more of that mid-back and a little less bicep, which I know is sad, but we want to use our back on this movement. If you're feeling only bicep, you might be someone who's doing that. Going in 10. 2, 1, and go. Looking good right here. Make sure that mid-back is also flat, Eric. Yep. It's really good, Nikki. Looks good, Mike. It's good, Allie. And when you guys finish, you might be using the barbell coming up. You might not be. So if you know already, you can clean up. If not, you can just relax and I'll explain the workout. Okay. Nice job there again. That's very, very hard strength training, but very effective. You get some lower body stimulus, although it's probably not necessarily a squatting overload, just because we're limited by the press. We get a lot of good pressing strength up at the top, and then the pulling work also very beneficial there. The Metcon today, we have Fang Tooth, I guess. It's a 7-minute AMRAP. We're going to do 4 strict handstand push-ups or strict overhead press. And I'll tell you what to do if you have a dumbbell in a second. 8 sit-ups, and then 12 reverse lunge. The way this workout should feel, and this should help you kind of select the correct weight and movement, is you should be able to get through the first few rounds pretty well. Okay? The only thing that's really going to hold you back or slow you down is going to end up being the 4 strict reps of the handstand push-up or overhead press. Then you get to the sit-up, right? You just fly through that. You get to the reverse lunge. There's no weight on that. You just fly right through it. And then you get back to the strict handstand push-up again, or the strict overhead press, and you have to really work hard there to get a good set of 4. Now, on the handstand push-up, if we cannot do strict reps yet, you could use a surface like a pillow or an ab mat to limit the range of motion. I don't want it too limited, though, so if you feel like you're just doing like tiny elbow bends, you could do a kipping handstand push-up, or we can do a strict barbell or strict dumbbell overhead press. For the dumbbell, I would like you to do 4 strict one side and then 4 strict the other side. Okay, if you have a barbell, I want right around your 10 rep max weight on the barbell. You know, so the first set of 4, yeah, that feels pretty good. The second round feels pretty good. Maybe the third or fourth round, I might even have to break it up or take a longer rest to make sure I can still get 4. But if you're using like a 20 rep max load, it's not going to be what I want today. That won't even feel that hard by the end of it. So again, around a 10 rep max or 12 rep max type of load on your barbell if you're going to use that. I think you guys know the sit-up. I think you guys know the reverse lunge. Let me know if you have questions or need demos on anything. Again, if you have dumbbell, I'd like you to do 4 reps each arm.
Alex, is the reverse lunge with weight or no weight?
Just body weight today, Jane. We're being really nice. You can't do jumping lunges. You can't do the flying in air ones. Remember, Josh did that to me once, and I didn't say you couldn't, so you got me.
I actually said yesterday the only way I was getting up for this workout is if it was ab mat sit-ups and body weight lunges.
Wow, that's good. It's
And
been
then it was.
for at least a week.
Hey, Alex. I just did some strict with a mat, ab mat.
Yes.
Should I do that and then just do it in one singles or whatever when I can't, or go to kipping or what?
Do you think you could do 5 sets of 4, or you're gonna have to break it up after a round or 2?
I think I can probably do. I'll probably have to break it up maybe the 4th round.
Okay.
With the ab mat.
Do 3 reps. Do 3 reps each set.
Okay.
Is 10 reps a certain percentage of the zone?
I couldn't hear you, Allie.
Is 10 reps? So you said figure out your 10 rep max.
Yes, for the overhead press. And don't do it like you smelled ammonia and did a 10 rep max, but like a 10 rep max you could do any day of the week.
Well, I haven't done that, or I can't remember the numbers. So
Okay. You're probably like I don't know, 65 pounds. Maybe 75. That'd be pretty hard. Yeah, I'd say males are probably, 95-ish pounds, maybe more if you're really strong. And then females could be empty bar up to 65, 75. Couple more minutes and we'll get started. We got time today.
Alex, I have to do a little brag. Do you remember when this was like a year and a half ago. I told Harper that she'd be deadlifting, or maybe you told her she'd be deadlifting 200 pounds before you knew it.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't. She did do it yesterday.
She did?
Yeah.
That's big. That's
No
exciting.
problem. Yeah, because a little bit of consistency goes a long way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So I told her when you said that, I said I'd pay her $200 if she
Dang.
deadlifted 200 pounds. So
I feel like,
cash.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't get the same rewards, but that's nice.
Well, her friends get like money for good grades.
Oh yeah, I remember
She
that.
doesn't
Like,
need it. She doesn't need that kind of motivation there. So
I got a quarter if I did the dishes.
I think it should be $100 a pound.
Holy man.
well,
Then you're gonna try to keep her from getting stronger if that's the case.
right. I mean, if she it's going to be a long time till she gets the 300 though. So
Hey, there's no
I got
rush.
time to-
It's
I got
all,
time
it's
to
all
save up.
numbers. There's no rush.
All numbers. Yeah.
You gotta.
No, she's just psyched about getting.
That's good. All right, guys. Looks like we're all just about ready. If you're very good at these movements, whether it's the overhead press or strict handstand push-up, your goal is going to be quick transitions, right? You can easily save 5 to 10 seconds per round by moving quickly from exercise to exercise. So literally on the 8th rep of your sit-up, launch yourself up right into your lunges, right from lunges, kick into the wall or grab your bar or dumbbell and just keep cranking through. I could see us getting around every minute on the minute with this. Maybe even more. We'll see. All right, let's do it. 7 minutes. Clock will be counting down. 4 strict handstand push-up or overhead press. 8 sit-ups. And then 12 reverse lunge. Yes, it is body weight for lunge. No weight. Don't use anything. Just your body.
Alex, scores, rounds plus reps.
Yep, score will be rounds plus reps. We're going in 10. Let's do it. First set should be a breeze, and then it gets a little harder. 2, 1, and go. Nice, Eric. Good, Jill. Jill, you can use the legs. Okay, that works too. There you go. I was gonna say, if that's all you had to use the legs. And you guys know how to take care of the movements. Make sure you do them correctly. Knee to ground, full lockout on lunge. Good, Nikki. Nice, KO. It's good, Allie. Nice, Kevin. Looks good, Jane. You know, that press is going to get harder each round. You might need to rest longer or break it up. It's just how this workout's going to be. Good job, Sherry. Nice job, Jane. You got to work hard on that press. You got to push it. You got to try to have speed on it. Nice speed, Heather. Good job, Amy. Let's go. Only 3 minutes left. Focus on your transitions. Nice, Mike. Two minutes. Let's go right to it. Nice, Nikki. You got it, Eric. Nice. There you go, 1 minute. $20 seconds. Let's go speed up this last round. Push it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. Guys, great job. Take a minute to rest and relax. And I'll do a little stretch here at the end. All right, for our cool down, I want us to do a hands elevated child's pose. If you don't have something to elevate your hands on, you can just do a regular child's pose. We're going to do that for a full 90 seconds, just for the shoulders, a little bit of the low back. We're going to do that in 10. So look just like this. And go ahead. It's a nice lat stretch, mid back, lower back, relaxes. You want to get a little bit of weight into that bar or surface you're elevating on. We have another 45 seconds. Now I want you to just focus on deep breathing, relaxing. The long stretch, 90 seconds, 10 more seconds left here.
Thanks, Alex. I gotta go.
All right, nice job, Amy. And we are good there. Guys, that is it. As always, I think I'd recommend another 20-minute movement bout today, walking, biking, anything, rowing, skiing, swimming. Do people still swim? I don't know. I don't know if that's okay anymore. But yeah, thanks for coming. Happy Friday. Nicely done. Pretty challenging week. I think I might see the Saturday workout on the board. I'm not sure if it's for you guys or someone else, but it's got jumping lunges in it. So I don't know if that's for us. That might be for someone else.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Marines are out.
Thanks, Breen. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Jane.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Everyone's saying bye. Bye, everyone.
I'm out for a week, so see ya.
Okay, Nikki, have a good one.
You know, tomorrow's a partner workout.
Ooh, that's kind of hard.
I know.
You'd be yelling at each other over the Zoom. I only get everyone's yelling at.
It'd be fun.
On the Zoom.
We have to do like a breakout room. Okay.
Yes. They have those.
All
All
right.
right, thanks, Alex. Have a good day.
You too.